Hello, everyone, and a very, very, very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the 17th episode of Connect DIL Se, a one of its kind initiatives of Young Zone India that brings to you amazing personalities across the world where you get a chance to interact with them. So, Young Zone India, guys, is a multi activity organization focused on empowering the youth through progressive education, impactful entertainment, culture driven events, and social activities. We have ventures catering to each of these verticals, and we are now associating with educational institutions with the platform of EnthUsed, which is going to bring a revolution in the education system in India. And our vision is to be a one stop hub of empowerment, education, collaborations, and holistic support for the youth of India. If you want to be a part of the community of Young Zone India, you want to be a Wysian, so you can go to our pages, social media pages, just click in the link on the bio that has been mentioned. Just send in a request or a DM. We'll be happy to help you and we'll be responding to your requests too. And you never know, you may be a part of this amazing and bright team of Young Zone India. So hoping to see a lot of the requests coming in from all of you. And as I mentioned, Connect DIL Se is a very, very special initiative by Young Zone India. Our guest for the evening is a multi-talented personality, an actor, YouTuber, content creator, voiceover artist, author, and a life coach. She is not afraid to share her ideas and thoughts, regardless of what others think. She speaks her heart and her mind. Surbhi Pandey has created her mark as a very strong woman. Surbhi says, if you want to change your life, do whatever it takes. She has worked in several television shows and short films as an actor and had the opportunity of working in a directorial team too. As an actor, she has been the main female lead, Sakshi, in DD serial Collector Bahu, main lead in Tinder commercial ad, played the role of Shivani in some episodes on Sony TV for Kuch Rang Pyar Ke Aise Bhi, and played good roles in some Crime Patrol episodes. She has anchored popular DD national show Bombay Talkies. She's a trained Kathak dancer, theater artist, a digital creator who loves to spread happiness through her videos. She's also the founder of Fire to Wire Club under MRM. Presently, she is an ICF Certified Life Coach who is on a mission to help people live an incredible life by being eternally joyful and having a resilient spirit. So, welcome to the show, Surbhi. Welcome to Connect DIL Se.
Thank you so much, Saritha, and thank you so much, Young Zone India, for such a beautiful introduction. I'm honored. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Surbhi, for being a part of this amazing evening that we've had today. So, before we go ahead with those questions and answers, I would just want to know, so what is Surbhi's day looking like? I mean, how did you start your day and what is the routine that you followed for the day? Any preps that you did for the
Okay.
session?
Okay, all right. So, usually my day doesn't look the same.
Mhm.
Every single day I have something or the other exciting sort of a thing I can say to look
Yeah.
up to. So nothing is fixed, but yeah, there are certain things that I do it. Like it's a habit for me, which I have cultivated
Uh-huh.
after realization of a couple of things. So like when I get up in the morning, I drink warm water, and after that, I do my yoga, pranayam, and meditation. That has, that is something that is like, if you have to charge a mobile phone, you need a battery. So
Yeah,
it's
true.
it's that for me. And yeah, of course, after that, having breakfast, and then I so today I spent my day by investing my time in learning some interesting skills, which will definitely help me in my growth and my programs. And then I did some dance today. I spoke to a few friends of mine. I spoke to my mom, and I'm hoping that she comes. She might be coming anytime.
Mhm.
So today she's traveling. So we are expecting her to come. And then what did I do? I read a book,
Hmm.
not a book basically, but yeah, some chapters of that book. And then I was, preparing for the upcoming workshop that I'm
Mhm.
planning to conduct. And I spoke to a few friends, and then, of course,
Then
this
us,
show,
the
yeah.
lucky ones. So glad to have you on the show, Surbhi. It's really an amazing feeling to be able to talk with one strong woman, and it's really a proud moment also for me to be hosting this along with Young Zone India. So that's really a good feeling that I've had today. So yeah, that brings me to the point where we really wanted this. We were looking forward for this interaction. I was looking forward for this interaction, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers are also looking forward to this. So, my first question to you, the whole concept of this show is connect दिल से. So, जो भी दिल से connected एक moment होता है ना, हम उसके बारे में discuss करते हैं. So, tell me that one moment when you decided to follow your passion, leaving everything else aside, and what was it that made you to choose to become a life coach, and how did that interest come?
Okay, that's an interesting question. So I was in a very different field, and there was a point in my life where I actually felt that I have no purpose.
Yeah.
It was the worst phase of my life. Why I am sharing it? Because I have overcome that, and it's like I'm okay with sharing that phase as well.
Yeah.
So after that, COVID happened, and I was going through a lot of issues with myself, a lot of challenges in my personal life, professional life. All of that was there, and I was really thinking, that I really need to do something about myself, because if I focus on working, and looking for other options, then it's not going to solve the problem that is there in my mind, or maybe something that I really really want to do, because this is not my true calling. I think I really need to do something else. And then I attended some of the workshops, and I worked on myself. I healed myself. I got into the company of really amazing people. And then, of course, I enrolled myself in a coaching program. And why it happened? Because it really made me feel that, there is something that has a bigger purpose, a bigger meaning. Your life is not just, 9 to 5 kind of a job. You're following your daily routine, and it's you don't have to uh, put yourself in a box. The only thing that I felt, what if I just open up myself to this possibility? What if I just completely surrender myself to the universe? And then I discovered that, this is my true calling. I need to help people. I got to become that channel who can actually spread that happiness, that peace, because people need that. And I had suffered my own thing, and I really wanted no one else to go through that. So that was the reason why I chose to get into life coaching, and I'm still on this path, learning and exploring. And yes, I hope that answers your question.
Perfect. I mean, I was really glued to the
Oh,
words that you
really?
were trying to say.
Thank you.
So, Surbhi, I'm sure it has come a long journey in terms of life coaching that you are trying to do. And again, the initiative that you've taken up with the Fire to Wire Club. I mean, the club that you are talking about on your pages, and we've got some information about it, but I really want to know more about the club. And
Sure.
in terms of this, what has been your definition of success? Because to reach there, to form something like this, it really takes a lot of challenges and a lot of stuff that you would have, gone, I mean, had a journey probably. So, how does that success journey sum up for you towards this kind of an initiative?
Okay. So I will first answer your first question. So Fire to Wire Club is basically under the umbrella of Mental Resilience Mastery. What is MRM? It is a mastermind which is led by David Nair. He's in Australia. So he has started this mastermind. And how I got into it, because I was in the coaching fraternity. So we all are, the buddies. So we have our groups. So I was a part of the MRM and led by David and Sumana. And then we thought of, why don't we create a club which can help people start their day on a very powerful note. Like if you feel good, if you feel great about your morning, then your entire day goes well. So Fire to Wire just came in with that pure intention of how they can discover to have a better night routine and morning routine, and all the activities that we do, and what is the importance of me time, and what is the importance of your purpose of life. So I am a co-founder of that club. And that entire experience of starting your session in the morning at 5, and then bringing the people, and you start at 5:20. So you sit in front of the laptop before they join, and then conducting the entire sessions with music, exercise and meditation and visualization and affirmations and question answers and daily tasks, and lots of sharing from all our community members. So it's a great feeling, and the club is still going on. And so this is for Fire to Wire Club, and I'm very grateful to be a part of it. Second thing is, you asked me about success. So Sarita, if I be very honest, I cannot define success in a sentence. It is a journey, it is an experience, and every success happens after rounds of failures, after rounds of rejections. And so it's a long journey. So yeah. But
Right.
but I think true success makes you feel at peace.
True.
It gives you that feeling of contentment, that feeling of happiness, that you're able to spend time with your family, you're able to help someone, and you are at peace and happy. That's it.
I'm sure that that's the best definition of success that anybody could ever give. I mean, that feeling of contentment is all that I guess everybody needs in the world. So yeah, quite an amazing statement, Surbhi.
Thank you.
But I'm sure in terms of all these things that you're trying to do throughout, of course, there would have been a lot of difficult situations where you probably might have certain difficult people to handle in your journey. And of course, challenges are there. I mean, if you're leading to the path of success, you have to face all those challenges. So, any tips that you would want to give our viewers about, how to deal with that particular situation at that point of time?
Okay. Well, for this, I'll just say one thing, that when there is a moment where you feel that it is not working out, you have put in your heart, your soul, your sweat, and everything into that one dream of yours, that one vision of yours, and things are not working out. Your friends are not supporting you. Your family is not supporting you. Nobody's supporting you. And you feel like it's finished. That is the moment where you have to hold yourself back. And you have to tell yourself, I'm going to make it happen. This is it. With this, sunset is happening. The next morning, I'm going to be that character who takes action and takes the responsibility and has an attitude of whatever it takes. So, कितना भी प्रॉब्लम हो जाए लाइफ में, किसी भी चीज के लिए अगर आपको डर लगे, बस उस टाइम अपने आप को संभालना है. I'll share an experience with you. There was a person who's I met him just for once, and I saw his status that he's deciding to quit, and he was about to take a major action. So I was in my recording studio. I called him and I spoke to him. I just told my dubbing director, please wait, there is an important call that I need to make. I spoke to him, and I don't know, somehow he decided not to take that extreme step, because he had given his heart and soul to some project, and he was working on his body and everything was there, and at the last moment the contract was withdrawn. So he was completely shattered. Imagine, this person has no family, nothing. So
Yeah.
he was doing all by himself. So that time I spoke to him. I don't know, some magic, maybe some
Yeah.
God's grace, or I mean, I'm very proud of that person, that now he's doing really well for himself, and he's getting great projects, and yes. So that moment you have to hold yourself, and you have to believe in yourself,
Yeah.
because God gives, when you have a problem in your life, that means that God knows that you are capable of handling it. Otherwise आपको क्यों
True.
देंगे?
True.
आप हैंडल कर सकते हो, इसीलिए आपके सामने सिचुएशन आएगी ना, वरना
True.
तो
True. Very true. And I guess, yeah, that's just 3 to 4 seconds of holding yourself back and, just staying
taking a
calm.
pause,
Yeah.
and then
Just rethink about it types. Yeah. Perfect. Actually, really amazing thing. And I'm sure that person must be really blessing you out throughout, ki, thank you for making that phone call. And he would be at amazing position right now. So
yes.
that's really an amazing thing. Okay. So Surbhi, that actually brings me to a question where as a life coach, of course, there's been amazing journey that you've had. Also, as an actor, your journey has really, really been inspiring. I've followed a lot of stuff and I've seen a lot of views about it. So, how do you think? I mean, the approach goes there. It's a completely different industry and completely different experience. And with these youngsters who are trying to make it, reach there, so, any tips, what that you would want to give them? Because the kind of approach they have, everything has to be done quickly for them. So, I know it takes a journey to be there, to reach there. So, with this kind of a generation that we have, any tips that you want to give to them?
One thing that is very important is having patience. A lot of people don't have.
Yeah.
They are like, I want this, I want that. I mean, I'm going for this audition. I really want to crack it, and then all of a sudden they face that rejection, and that very moment they feel that they are not good enough. So this feeling, this thought, when it comes, that is something that might stop them. So what I can say is, take that rejection as another opportunity to improve yourself. Maybe something better is there for you, and just keep on working on yourself and meet the right kind of people. If you are going for any kind of audition, or if you're going for any kind of shoot, you have to be prepared well. Join some good theater group, attend some nice workshops, and work on yourself. And all these factors are extremely important. Don't just take a decision just for the sake of doing it, because I'll tell you something. Okay, I'm sharing it. I'm sharing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I never thought that I would go to Bombay, and I was really frustrated in my life. And I was really not feeling good, and I felt that I need to get out of my place, and I'll go to Mumbai. I'll figure out something. So there, of course, I had great experiences, but yeah, experiences from which I can definitely learn. So the mistakes that I did, I would request whosoever is watching this video right now to not to do it. First is, be very prepared and understand why you are doing what you're doing. If your purpose is not clear, if it is just fame, then fame can happen through any medium. You don't have to be an actor to be famous. Your reason has to be strong. Why you want to be an actor? What is that one thing that you really want to give to the people? So that purpose has to be very strong. If your purpose is strong, then any kind of rejection, any kind of failure, any kind of insult will not stop you. because
Yeah.
you're focusing towards the bigger picture. So that is something important, and you need to meet the right kind of people, and you need to build good relationships, but you also have to believe in yourself that if something hasn't worked for you, maybe there is a better thing out for you.
Yeah.
So that's important.
True, definitely. So, yeah, as you mentioned, patience is the right word. I mean, patience is the key to achieving what people are trying to achieve. Because the reason why I asked you this is this Gen Z is totally different. I mean, we call them Gen Z because they just want to get things done quickly, like in a fraction of second, they want everything.
Exactly. How is it
So,
possible? I mean, I remember I used to stand in queues,
true.
long queues, and you waiting for your turn. So, I mean, what looks on the screen that, it's a glamour and all of that, it takes a lot of efforts, it takes a lot of hard work, and every single day you are experiencing something or the other. But the best part, about being an actor is you are going for some or the other character. You are going to portray some or the other character. You're going to do something really incredible, something different in your life.
Yeah.
So that's something which is exciting, which is definitely unpredictable, but yeah, it's amazing. It
Mm.
is amazing.
Of course, of course. I'm sure that must be a wonderful feeling. And I'm sure a lot of them are really getting inspired by the kind of work that you've done, and they're really following certain things. And I'm sure our viewers will be also following certain tips that you've already given them now. So that will be really, really helpful. So Surbhi, that actually brings me to the next question. Um, I've seen your video as a TEDx speaker that was updated. That's Be Your Own Superhero. That the title itself was so strong, and that was at TPS Faridabad, where you have been the alumni of
Yes,
that particular school. I'm sure that must be an exciting feeling.
yes.
You had mentioned one statement about fighting your own conflicts. You have certainly highlighted this earlier, but yes, you did tell me that you had a moment, a thought that you wanted to just end all of this, like finish it off. But then I'm sure to tell yourself is one thing that okay, chalo, let's get up and go. But then, I mean, how did you pick up the pieces from there? Like the family was involved. Was it alone you, your friends? So how did the process start like? How did you pick up the pieces?
Okay. So there, in my speech, I have mentioned that there has not been just one moment. There have been several times where thoughts of ending my life kept on coming, and I did try to just give me a.
If you want, we can cut off the
No, no,
question.
it's okay. I'm comfortable.
Yeah. I'm
Taking
sorry.
it's fine. It's fine. I mean, I've overcome all of that. So what happened was, when these kinds of thoughts were coming, so I was, thinking of just ending my life. But then, uh, I, uh, I remember I was at the beach. Another instance I'm sharing. I was running. I was just running till the extent कि मैं कब कितना दौड़ सकती हूँ, कितना भाग सकती हूँ, मैं भाग के देखती हूँ. And at the end of the day, at that particular moment, I felt so exhausted. And I realized that, I cannot run away from my truth. I need to face it. And definitely it took me a lot of time to pick myself up and work on myself. I was forcefully trying to be extremely positive, which ended up me being in a panic attack situation. That was during COVID. So my roommates were there, and they were taking care of. Thankfully, they were there. Otherwise, I don't know what would have happened. So yeah, I mean, after COVID, I came back. I had a lot of sleep disorders. I had a lot of sleepless nights. I was, trying to be extremely harsh on myself, and I was just fighting. I was just fighting, and then I don't know how to put it, but yeah. So I was having a lot of internal dialogue with myself, and I was thinking, what am I doing? Why am I doing? What is the ultimate purpose of uh, getting into getting to Mumbai and having my own personal issues, and everything was messed up. So definitely the support of my family came in. I I'm very grateful because at that moment I realized that I have this supreme energy which I can always have trust on. I have complete faith, and slowly and steadily I'll get better and better. Obviously, you do not overcome from any kind of challenge within a second. It takes
Yeah.
time, it takes a lot of healing, it takes a lot of efforts. You have to keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. एक बात के लिए कितना रोलोगे आप, कितना
True.
अपने आप को सजा दोगे, कितना ही
True.
ब्लेम करोगे, कभी ना कभी तो आपको रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेनी पड़ेगी. So
Very true.
I enrolled in some program where I did a lot of healing, and when I remembered after completing my college, I had joined Vipassana. So I remembered that
Mm.
I used to do meditation. Why am I
Yeah.
not doing it now? So I did meditation, got surrounded by beautiful people of my coaching fraternity, got certified by ICF, and then I was blessed to have really amazing mentors who guided me, worked on my mindset, and constant support of the family, and being in the good state, yoga, and all of that. And then every single day, I was just telling myself that I'm getting better and better. I am on the path. It's going to take time, but I'm going to be okay. So there are times where I feel low. It's a
Yeah.
normal thing. You're a human being. You cannot be like always positive. It's
True.
a trap. It's a myth. And it's if somebody's doing like that, that means that person is faking. You are a human being. You have emotions, so you
Yeah.
have to feel your emotions completely. So what I've learned that if I'm feeling low, I feel it. I face it. I deal with it. I write it down. I talk to myself, and I have learned to become my own best friend. I have learned to talk to myself, and then a lot of conversation that I do with myself, and obviously my coaching friends and the kind of loved ones whom I have in my life. I mean, they have helped me, and yeah, and absolutely, I can say that I'm grateful. And yes, of course, ऊपर वाले की मेहर है, ऊपर वाले की
True.
blessing है, इसकी वजह से I'm alive. Otherwise, I would have ended my life long time back. So whatever happens, happens for the good. And किसको पता था कि मतलब I would, get into life coaching and all of that. So somewhere or the other,
Yeah.
आपकी जो जर्नी है ना, आपको पता ही नहीं होता आपको कहाँ लेके जा रही है, and उसके बाद आप पीछे पलट के देखते हो ना, then there is no regret. You feel कि यार
True.
आई थिंक ये चीज होनी थी, बिकॉज ये शायद आपको एक कुछ एक हायर कॉलिंग था आपके लिए. सो
Hmm.
that's how I think I was able to pick up myself, and it's going on. It's a journey.
And look where we are. I mean, it's such a blessing to be interacting with you today. And as you rightly mentioned, it's just that minute that you just have to, give it to yourself and think about it. And I'm sure when we look back at such incidents, then we were like, what were we even thinking? Like,
Exactly.
why were we even doing that? I
Exactly.
mean,
मतलब हम लोग ना, we are unaware. We are actually
yeah,
not aware of ourselves, and we limit ourselves. The
true.
moment we open ourselves to the possibilities कि ये चीज
Hmm.
नहीं हुई, आप आगे बढ़ो ना.
Yeah,
आप
true.
एक बुक पढ़ते हो, एक चैप्टर पढ़ते हो, उसके बाद खत्म तो नहीं कर देते ना. You read the next one.
Yeah. You just don't shut off the book and just leave it. We
Exactly.
finish it. We have that
It's,
curiosity to finish it.
yeah, I mean, look at Lord Krishna. Look at the sun. Every single time you see the sunset, ऐसा तो नहीं होता कि sunrise नहीं होता. तो जब
Yeah.
सूर्य वापस उग सकता है, जब भगवान श्री कृष्ण की लाइफ में इतने प्रॉब्लम्स होने के बाद भी वो कितने बड़े वो हैं जिनसे हम कितना कुछ सीख सकते हैं, तो हम तो वी आर ह्यूमंस,
Yeah,
थोड़ा सा हम भी
true.
तो कोशिश कर सकते हैं ना.
True, very true. And you very truly said, just be your own friend. Don't seek
Yes.
कि कोई मुझे आके बताएगा, कोई मुझे आके बोलेगा. Just be your own friend. I mean, that's the best advice that I am taking it from you today. Just be yourself and be your own friend.
You just give hug to yourself. अपने आप को गले लगाओ, अपने आप से प्यार करो.
Yeah.
जब आपका जग, पानी का जब जग आपका भरा होता है, तभी आप दूसरे के कप में पानी ऐड कर सकते हो. तो
True,
वो
very true.
करना बहुत जरूरी है. अगर आप लोगों को प्यार करना चाहते हो तो पहले खुद से प्यार करना बहुत जरूरी है.
Very true. Yeah.
हम लोग
This is absolutely the right thing.
हम लोग बहुत कई बार ये कोशिश करते हैं कि लोगों से वैलिडेशन सीख करना, कि वी लुक फॉर दैट ओपिनियन फ्रॉम अदर्स. व्हाई यू नीड
Yeah.
दैट?
I think we're good by ourselves. Yay. Okay.
Oh yeah.
True. And actually, this reminds me, of a statement which my mother keeps telling me always. She's like, Saritha, unnecessarily, nobody would ever come into your life and trouble you. So everybody has a learning to give you. Every situation has a learning to give you. So this one statement is stuck so much in the head now.
Absolutely right.
I tell everyone, I'm like, unnecessary, nobody has come and into your life and given you any sort of a trouble or any issue. So just deal with it at that point.
Exactly. I feel that if you meet someone, उसके पीछे एक रीजन होता है, उसके पीछे एक पर्पस होता है. एंड अगर हम हर एक्सपीरियंस को एक लर्निंग एक्सपीरियंस के रूप में ले लेना, तो वो वर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस भी नहीं होगा. आपको लगेगा कि यार ये तो मैं इसमें ये अच्छी चीज सीख रही हूँ, तो बस वो आप अच्छी चीज सीखो, आप अच्छी मेमोरी रखो. आपको क्या जरूरत है अपने आप को परेशान करने की?
True, very true. That's absolutely the right thing. Okay, so that was quite an interesting topic. I'm glad we spoke about that. Okay, so now it comes to a point where I'm sure, in terms of the kind of life coaching that you're trying to do, you have met multiple people and different kinds of personalities. Certain people would be probably easier to connect with or have that sort of a conversation. But what happens post that? I mean, एक client आया, आपने अपने हिसाब से you gave him a life coaching, him or her a life coaching. What happens post that? I mean, do you follow up with them, or is this kind of, and what kind of a connection do you have post that, or just does it end there? Like professionally, आपने जो deal किया, उसके बाद क्या होता है?
See, I make sure that everything is fine with that person's life, and obviously, I have complete faith in the system that has been created, and it guarantees results. It is a results-oriented system. And also there is a lot of process which is involved, because when you focus on the outcome, you forget the process. So when you follow that process, definitely you see wonderful results. And after the completion of the program, एक follow-up रहता है, connectivity रहती है. And obviously, I mean, you have done so many sessions with that person. So it is always there. You cannot just completely cut off from that person. Unless उनके intentions कुछ अलग किस्म के हों, या फिर कुछ और उनके दिमाग में हो. But yeah, at the same time, it's always good to be in touch with all the people with I had sessions with, and yes.
So, I mean, how does that feeling come? Like, I mean, you see that positive change. I mean, the person who came with an issue is now, seeing the life towards the positive side. So how does that feel like when you see those significant changes coming in that person, because you've been in that process with that person, right?
Yes.
So how does that feel like at that minute? Okay, I mean, sense of achievement, I mean, contentment, how do you describe that feeling?
When I see the smile on that person's face, when I feel that peace, I feel कि चलो कुछ अच्छा कर लिया.
Yeah.
कुछ अच्छा कर लिया, like अभी और करना है, बहुत कुछ करना है. And it gives me a lot of happiness. And जब वो चीज नहीं होती है, then I ask myself, what can I do? मैं इस चीज को और कैसे better कर सकती हूँ? And then obviously, when you see the change in that person's entire thought process, and entire attitude, you feel कि यार चलो, it's a
Nice.
wonderful, definitely एक achievement भी है, एक खुशी भी मिलती है, and I am very proud of myself. But
Was
at the same time, I'm it's a journey. I cannot say कि हाँ ठीक है हो गया, that's over. But yeah, it's a
but I'm
great
sure.
feeling. It's a great feeling
Yeah.
of contentment. मुझे नींद अच्छी आती है, मेरा दिन बहुत अच्छा जाता है, and हाँ बस अच्छा लगता है.
Good, yeah. I mean, आपको अच्छा लगता है तो हम सबको बहुत अच्छा लगता है, because we see that amazing smile on your face, and I'm sure a lot of them would be okay with that also. Like वो एक अच्छी बड़ी smile आपके कोच के चेहरे पे होती है ना, तो इंसान बोलते हैं ना, डॉक्टर अच्छा हो तो इंसान आधा वहीं ठीक हो जाता है. तो वो वाला सिचुएशन होगा. Um, okay, so that was about your work, Surbhi, your journey, and I really, really loved a few points that you have highlighted, and I'm sure I'm gonna take a lot of them back. I'm sure about that. So while we were interacting with you from Young Zone India, I'm sure you know about us, and you know about the platform of EnthUsed. We did read about it, and you were
Yes.
trying to understand about it. So what do you feel about that platform? I mean, because that's something which we are quoting about, and we want everybody to know about it, and that is going to bring a revolution in the country. So what are your thoughts about the platform of Enthused that we have?
I think it's a wonderful, it's a fabulous initiative which has been taken by you all,
Yeah.
because bringing in topics like financial literacy, personal development, and mental health awareness, all these topics are extremely important, because back then, a few years ago, these topics were not even addressed in school.
Yeah.
The entire education system was completely, um, it required that kind of change. It required that kind of upgradation. So I think it is definitely going to take the people's lives to the next level. It is not just a platform. It's something that is going to be a revolution in its
Yeah.
own. So I just want to wish you all the very best for taking that initiative, because for how long you can do ratification,
True.
for how long you can take your life just because of your marks and your percentages, everything. No, आपकी असली लाइफ की जो परीक्षा है, जो टेस्ट है, वो स्कूल के बाद होता है. स्कूल में हम सीखते हैं पहले कि एग्जाम के लिए कैसे प्रिपेयर करना है, एंड स्कूल के बाद जो लाइफ का एक्सपीरियंस है वो हमें पहले एक्सपीरियंस देता है, उसके बाद
Yeah.
आपका so the initiative by you all is fabulous. The kinds of subjects that you are coming up with, the kinds of topics, so definitely it's going to add a lot of value. And yes, I wish you all the best for that.
Thank you. Thank you, Surbhi. Thank you for those wonderful words. Okay. So that was more about you, us, and the journey that we have discussed about you today. I thought I'll make this session a little more fun. So I added a rapid fire round that was something that I wanted to do quickly with you.
Okay.
So quick
Rapid
questions
fire
about
round.
you. So if you're ready for it, we can, quickly do this rapid fire round.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So very simple questions. I'm not gonna put you through a lot of it, but then yeah, quick 5 to 6 questions, and I'll probably try to give you options for some of them. But then yeah, I'm sure you don't need it. So let's try. Yeah. Okay. So rapid fire round with Surbhi Pandey. So first and foremost, we want to know, what do you think is your biggest achievement till now?
What is my biggest achievement till now? That I was able to discover myself, and I found my purpose, and I'm going towards it, and that keeps me going. That gives me a lot of peace and contentment. And I never thought that I would conduct workshops. I never thought that I would someday come on the TEDx
Yeah.
platform and give a speech, and would become that channel who could spread peace and happiness around the people. And that is something that, I feel that I found my purpose and it keeps me going. So a lot more to do, I would say. But yeah.
I'm sure. I'm sure that's really amazing journey that you've had, Surbhi, and I'm sure there's a lot more to achieve too. So wishing you all the best for that.
Thank you.
So I've seen that you are an author too. So who's your favorite author? Like who you follow and any excerpts that you take from any particular author?
Okay, I'll be very honest. I have written two books basically. And this book, which I had worked on, it was on confidence. The title of my book is The Ultimate Confidence Roadmap. And the
Yeah.
second book, which is already out, the pre-booking order is also taking place. So that book is all about having that purpose in your life. So it's the name of the book is Grail, Take Your Life Right with Purpose. So these are the two books that I have been able to write. The second one is actually not just my own book. There are 30 other people who have together worked on it and shared their experiences and shared their why and the purpose of their lives. So make sure that you check them out. And to be very honest, I have never been a person who was into book reading and something like that. But yeah, of late, I have started enjoying James Clear book, Atomic Habits, and Dale Carnegie. I like his work. So yeah, a few of them to name. Yeah.
All right. That's really quite an interesting choice that you have, Surbhi.
Thank you.
Okay, I see you love traveling. So what's your favorite travel destination?
Travel destination. I have traveled to a couple of places and I want to travel to more such places. And I really liked when I went to Meghalaya or
Okay.
Northeast. So it was beautiful. I loved it. I went to Kashmir also. That is also beautiful. I don't know. I find beauty in everything. I know it's crazy, but yeah, it's something which is beautiful. But yeah, definitely, I would love to go to Vrindavan again.
Hmm.
Yes, I really want to. And see, I'm a person who would love to go to Vrindavan also, and would also love to go for skydiving in Dubai.
You know what?
And explore Europe and Italy and all these places. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
I
sure,
mean,
I'm sure. I mean, you since the kind of a multi-talented person you are, I'm sure the multi-activity is definitely there in terms of
so
traveling too.
enthusiasm that is there.
Sure, sure.
See,
Definitely.
it's like a combination of enthusiasm also and peace also, which
Peace
is
also. Very rare to find. I'm sure very rare to find actually. Okay. So I'm sure you would have followed a lot of Bollywood actors and these actresses, and would have done that little thing in front of the mirror sometimes. So any favorite dialogue of yours that you could just do it for us instantly?
okay. So I don't remember any dialogue. I just remember that famous dialogue. एक
Huh.
चुटकी what was that? एक चुटकी सिंदूर की कीमत तुम क्या जानो? What was that? I forgot. एक चुटकी सिंदूर की कीमत आप क्या जानो रमेश बाबू? So एक चुटकी सिंदूर की कीमत तुम क्या जानो रमेश बाबू? That's it.
रमेश बाबू जो बैठे होंगे सोचेंगे मेरे को पता है.
So this is just came in my mind. Otherwise, I would have taken like thought and time to answer this question. It's crazy, but yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean that's probably one of the famous and most favorite dialogue of
very
a lot of
famous
people.
dialogue.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
thoda sa hai, matlab weird, but at
But
the
then I
same
think
time it is
everybody gets it.
viral.
Everybody gets it
एक
like in a
चुटकी
second.
सिंदूर की कीमत आप क्या जानो रमेश बाबू?
Okay. So, I mean, during the journey of being an actor, I'm sure you would have followed a lot of footsteps of a lot of people. So, any particular favorite actor or actress that you've had, or that go-to actor or actress that you follow for any sort of tips?
I like Alia Bhatt's work. I loved her performance in Highway.
Mm.
It was amazing. And I like Vidya Balan's work, especially when she did this film called Kahani. She's amazing. I like Alia. I like Vidya Balan. I also like what Kalki Koechlin does. She's an
Yeah.
incredible actress, and of course, all the stars, Aishwarya Rai and Deepika Padukone, they are equally wonderful. And yeah, I mean, of late, I also admire Rajkumar Rao's work. I also admire Pankaj Tripathi's work
Yeah.
and Sanjay Mishra's work. They are they are
Incredible.
great actors. I mean, one of them was Sushant Singh also. And anyway, so I think
There's a
these
long list of
long
favorites.
list. Ranbir Kapoor also, he's also like, I really like his acting when it comes to his acting. He's
Yeah.
really good in that.
True.
So yeah, yeah.
I'm sure all of them have a different flavor. Like we have different flavors in a food dish that we need salt, we need pepper, we need everything. So I'm sure all of these actors bring different flavors in terms of their work. So it is very difficult to choose a favorite one for sure.
So difficult. I mean,
Yeah.
if you ask me to pick one, that's going to be very difficult.
Yeah, I'm sure I know it's very difficult, but I still thought, I'll give this task to you to pick one favorite. Okay. So Surbhi, I mean, with the kind of person you are, you're already and amazing personality that you have, and very happy to go lucky kind of a personality that I see in you. But if you were given a day to live a life of another person, be it a male or female, who would it be and why?
Oh my God. It would be me. I mean, why would I live someone else's life when I can live my
No,
own
I mean,
life?
you don't get a chance to choose yourself. I mean, वो तो आप ऐसे ही चल रहे हो ना, मतलब every day.
हाँ,
Any particular person, be it family, fraternity, anything for that matter. One day as another person.
one day as another person. I need time to think.
Okay. Take your time. We're anyway recording this.
Okay. As of now, nothing is coming in my mind. Um,
Shall we do it later? Like, you want to think about it?
I'll take time to think about it. And yes, I'll take time to think.
Or we'll just say Surbhi doesn't want to live a life of another person. She's happy by herself. I told you, no,
अपनी
the
life
kind of
जी लो पहले तो.
happy-go-lucky person you are. You don't want to think of anything else. Oh God. Okay.
Yeah,
So, shall we take the next question then, if that's okay?
of course.
Yeah. Okay. All right. One habit of yours that you think you should change.
Right. One habit of mine that I should change. There are a couple of habits that I feel that I should change.
Mhm.
One is to keep a check on my usage of my mobile phone, because sometimes it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of energy of mine. So I think that I need to reduce scrolling on social media.
I think all
I
of us
really
need to
need
change that habit.
that is one thing. And yes, what else? Yeah, sometimes I don't feel like doing anything and just laying down. I don't know whether it's a bad habit, or I mean, you have your own days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
What
think most of
else?
us have that kind of a
What
day.
else it could be? Yeah, I feel I should be even more organized. I am a bit messy. A little bit of messy,
Really?
little bit of organized. Yeah, couple of like combination of both of them. But yeah, I can be a little more organized.
That's quite an information. Okay. All right. So that was more about quick questions that I had on rapid fire, but I have something like an option that I want to give you now for the next set of questions, like this or that.
This
That's
or
going to be
that.
a quick answer that I want from you. Yeah. So I see you're a Delhi girl, so I'm sure food is something that's very, very important, and you would love food. So quickly to choose, I'm sure it's a difficult one. Chole bhature or parathe?
Parathe.
Okay, that was quite a quick one. Okay. So I'm sure you answered this one before, but do you prefer a lazy day with no work at all or a day full of activities?
It depends. But yeah, I mean, कितना अच्छा होता अगर आपको काम ही नहीं करना पड़ता. कितना ही अच्छा होता. But it's not possible. You'll
Yeah,
have to do
true.
it because अगर आप नहीं करोगे तो somewhere or the other you will feel कि यार आज कुछ किया नहीं है. But I mean, it's okay even
Yeah,
if you don't do, and it's okay to have your own lazy days. It's okay to work. So yeah.
true. I know. Very true. So actually, Surbhi, I've seen your travel videos. You did mention about your travel to Meghalaya and Kashmir and all those places. Um, so which one would you prefer? Like, अगर choose करने के लिए बोला गया हो, would you prefer a travel to the beaches or a travel to hill station?
I like mountains.
Nice.
I like beaches also. I mean,
You choose one.
I like beaches also. I like mountains also. But yeah, I would love to be in the mountains. It gives a lot of peace. अच्छा लगता है.
Yeah.
मुंबई में beaches के साथ काफी time I was in Mumbai, so
Yeah.
it was lovely. But yeah, mountains. Oh my
Nice.
God, I take too much of time to decide. You must
That's
be
okay.
thinking, I don't know what.
Okay, so who do you prefer? Surbhi, an actor, or Surbhi, a life coach?
Surbhi, a human being who can be an
Right.
actor, who can be a life coach, who can be a simple girl. And yeah.
Love that answer. I didn't expect that coming. Okay. So, Surbhi, I mean, are you a morning person or a night owl?
Morning person. It took me time to be a morning person.
Okay.
I had late night issues. I used to sleep very late, which definitely did a lot of problem with my own health. So when I realized I was going through certain health issues, so I, tried to reverse it.
Yeah.
And yeah, now I'm a morning person.
That's great. That's amazing. So, this was the rapid fire with Surbhi Pandey. I'm sure I had a lot of fun, and my viewers are also going to have a lot of fun. That's really amazing.
Even I had a lot of fun while interacting with you. I mean, lovely. I'm so happy and so grateful.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, probably this segment would have been live. So, we were taking in questions from the audience and some comments. So since now we are not doing the live part, so that's about the rapid fire and the questions. Yeah, but before we leave, what do you feel about Young Zone India, and how was your experience connecting with us today? Some tips that you want to give us, some insights about the company.
It's a great initiative that you are doing, and the intention and the purpose that you are having in your life, and I know it's an entrepreneur setup, having that education and promoting all of that. And as I said, that you guys are not just young in age, but also young from your own heart. So it takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of grit to be that. And what you are doing is fabulous, and this is what I wanted to say, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you, Surbhi. So friends, that was Surbhi Pandey, the most amazing person that I've ever interacted with.
Really?
And I'm sure the team at Young Zone India is so happy to have you in this session. And this session of Connect Dil Se has been really, really special. So thank you, Surbhi. Thank you so much for accepting the invite and joining us today for this lovely episode. And I'm sure a lot of them are going to take a lot of learning from those tips that you have given us. And really amazing to be having a talk with you. So that's about it. That's not the amazing Connect Dil Se episode, guys. We had a wonderful time interacting with Surbhi Pandey, and I'm sure a lot of you would have had an amazing time looking at the video. I'm sure you have a lot of questions and comments, so you can drop in your questions and your responses once you see this. And we will be connecting soon with yet another amazing personality and have some interactions with them. So if you want to be a part of our community, you want to be a part of Young Zone India, do follow us on our social media pages. And if you have any queries or questions, just click on the link in the bio there on our Instagram pages. So you can go ahead and send in your queries and questions. You never know, you might be a part of our community soon. So thank you so much for joining us for this session. And this is Saritha, your host, signing off.